The RTFT All-Star Racing League is on the air! Live from the iRacing version of the Kansas Motor Speedway, it's the Yellow Brick Road 100. Tony Trapasso up in the booth with you right now, joined with my partner in crime, Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett, who is rather sleep-deprived, if I might point that out. So, Sam, how the hell are you doing other than that?
A bit windswept after being through Hurricane Ophelia, which has just passed through Ireland. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Looking forward to tonight's race.
Finally got your power back on, I see, so that's a good thing to make note of. Yeah,
it went off up at one or two times, and then finally decided it wanted to stay on. So thankfully, I've got that now, and I'm here for the race, and looking forward to see what these guys can offer us tonight.
All right, so better late than pregnant. Joining us in the booth, Mr. Kevin Paskowich. KP, welcome to the Yellow Brick Road 100.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I apologize again. You guys get some really crappy discount airline tickets.
I drove.
I swam here.
And boy, are his arms tired. No, he'd end up in Moscow if that was the case. So, yeah, boom. So, joining us in the pre-race broadcast right now is a man we've all grown to know and love as a brother from another mother, Mr. Francois Pelletier. Frenchie, how the hell are you tonight?
Doing great.
I just wanted to say this. A little birdie actually told me that today's a special day for you, sir.
Yeah, I woke up and went to work and still alive at the age of 46.
So when you go to watch the replay of the broadcast, I think you're going to enjoy what's going on in the stream right now.
Awesome.
On behalf of the entire Beaufort Broadcasting Corporation, would like to wish you a happy birthday and best of luck to you tonight, sir.
I appreciate it very much. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Sam, how you doing, buddy?
Happy birthday.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Yeah.
How's the new job going, buddy?
Not too bad. Just got through that hurricane as well, so I'm still alive. Just about.
Brilliant. Well, welcome to my world.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Happy birthday anyway, and
thank you.
I hope you enjoyed your day today, dude.
Yeah, happy birthday, sir. Hope you win one tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. I've had a good time racing in the Y'all's League there in the IRL.
ISL.
I mean, yeah, I've had a great time. I raced last night and a little bit on Sunday, and on Saturday night too. Do a little practice and had some fun. Getting used to it. Enjoying everybody out there.
Good, thank you, sir. We enjoy having you.
All right, so Frenchie, we'll let you get back to qualifying. Best of luck to you tonight, sir, and again, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
User was moved out of your channel.
And joining us now in the booth is one of the other partners in crime, if you will, of the Beaufort Broadcasting Company, the one and only, the lovely and talented Miss Layla Wilson.
Well, looks like we've got ourselves a full house tonight. Let's see, KP, SCB, and you. All right, it's a party.
And we're supposed to have Racing Jason showing up to do some pit reporting before too much longer here.
So it's a phenomenal party.
Absolutely.
Ah.
I see what you did there.
It's a really phenomenal party.
So I showed up all excited. I thought we were running the layout that looks somewhat phallic tonight. Looks like we're on the oval.
Yeah, they did a last-minute change of mind.
Well, it's still kind of phallic. It looks more like a chode, but I suppose it'll provide some pretty good racing.
And Layla wonders why we love having her up in the booth.
I'm sorry, I just think these 1.5 milers are chodes.
Well, you're not wrong. But qualifying underway here for the Yellow Brick Road 100 here from the Kansas Motor Speedway. Michael Jeans currently sitting quick time. Lisa Ryan sitting outside row number 1. Dalton Williams, I believe Lisa and Dalton got the call up from last night's AM race. So good on them for doing that. Ronnie Osmer blistering a lap. Over a tenth of a second to the good right now for Ronnie Osmer, currently sitting on the pole.
Almost 2/10. That's an incredibly fast lap around here.
That's hauling the mail.
Is he more of a stock car background, or has he been an IndyCar guy all along?
Well, Ronnie actually drives super late models, and he has done ARCA development series stuff in real life.
Aha, okay, yeah, he's really dialed in there. I do see another 9. That's out of the 08 of Michael Jeans, I believe I'm pronouncing that properly. Lisa Ryan also got into the 9s there, and it's a kind of a fall off from 4th place back so far.
One big name I'm noticing that's missing tonight is Dallas Pataska. What has happened to him lately?
Oh, you weren't with us last week, Sam. Dallas has actually withdrawn from the RTFT All-Star Pro Series. He is currently going after his iRacing Pro license. So he's devoting all of his time to that.
Oh, well, I wish him all the best of luck in that. I know how much of a talent he is, and I know he will get that pro license, so that's congratulations to him, and I hope to see him in the big leagues very soon.
That is a tough license to go after. It's a completely different process than getting any other license. For those of you who are not familiar with iRacing, you really have to work your butt off if you want that black tag.
Well, the other thing, too, is, and Layla, I know you haven't been with us a lot here in the RTFT, but just about every race that we've broadcast, Dallas has pretty much been the class of the field.
So it sounds like he's pretty much ready to take a swing at that, and hopefully he makes it, and we'll be seeing him in the pro races pretty soon.
As my grandfather would say, Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
That's right.
So, qualifying, getting ready to wrap up here. Short field tonight, and I was told before the event this is going to be an elimination race for their playoffs. And I believe Ray Black Jr. was the name that stuck in my mind as being on the outside looking in. So,
which is quite shocking, really, considering he's the pro of the group, and he's he's more or less a shoo-in for being one of the front runners in this chase, and he's actually shockingly one of the guys that's on the bubble to be knocked out, and that's pretty shocking to be fair.
In a must-win situation.
I would have to attribute that, though, to last week's race at Talladega. I mean, Ray, you know, he was almost the class of the field there. He was working his way up through the field. He could almost move at will around the other cars, and then he just kept getting into other people's messes. I mean, we saw him take 2 or 3 good hard hits that were not his fault, and I think that probably did quite a bit in putting him back.
Yes, catching more than one race car to the face last week.
Everybody gridding up.
And drivers are starting to grid up. Let me pull up the cameras that I need to pull up here. If y'all want to run down the starting order, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'll do the top half of the field. You do the bottom, KP.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, starting on the front row, we have Mr. Ronnie Osmer and Michael Jeans. Row 2 will go to Lisa Ryan and Garrett Smithley. Row 3 will go to Garrett Maines and Dalton Williamson. So he's had a good qualifying starting on the third row. Brent Cool and Zach Brew will start off on row 4. Andy DeLay and Dustin Ping round out your top 10.
Right, well, starting 11th is going to be Ray Black Jr., our resident pro, as we've put it, and right next to him is going to be his teammate, Francois Pelletier, the birthday boy, Frenchie. Then Ryan McPhail, Steve Gauthier, and Butch Frazier will be 15th. Then Jonathan Medeiros, Cody Eldred, Jonathan, I'm not even going to attempt his last name. Sorry, Jonathan, I believe it's DeKoischer. Is it DeKoischer?
Yeah, they gave me fits a couple weeks ago, too.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying that name gave me fits a couple weeks ago, too, and he still has not been in TeamSpeak to give us the proper pronunciation of that. So, Jonathan, if your name gets butchered tonight, sorry, not sorry.
We can play a drinking game where every time we pronounce it wrong, but we're not sure if it's wrong, we take a shot.
I don't want alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't have enough whiskey for that.
That would be like, going to a rookie street stock race and playing a drinking game of every time there's contact, you take a shot.
I'm gonna rope y'all into broadcasting rookie street stocks with me. That's gonna happen.
Threaten me with a good time. So I'm noticing that, being as it is the month of October and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, that our pole sitter Ronnie Osmer rocking a new paint scheme tonight. So,
yeah, I did notice that.
And
I can't see it.
Well, he's running a bright. I believe the term for that color is Le Mans pink, according to the Pactra Corporation that makes paints for radio-controlled cars. But good on you, Ronnie, for doing that. We do ask that if you're looking to see how you can get involved in Breast Cancer Awareness Month, go to the AmericanCancerFoundation.org. Pace car getting ready to duck on in right now. 100 laps of scheduled distance, broken down into 25 competition cautions at lap 25, 50, and then the checkers.
Holding them down so far.
Green.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding them down to the green.
That he did, and we are now live as looks like Ray Black Jr. trying to make it 3 wide as they go into turn number 1. Cars scattering.
The 1 and the 23 there. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
No love lost between those two either.
There's definitely a heck of a save, I goes.
We have Zach Brew in the wall, guys.
Hope he can hold it up there so it doesn't bring out a yellow, and he does, so that's good of him.
Oh, we've dodged a couple of bullets here on this first lap. That may give these it may give these guys some time to settle in.
We've dodged.
Really
Michael Jean's in the wall.
No.
We've dodged a couple of bullets. Michael Jean's eating the turn 2 wall, and that car is definitely pancaked.
So I get the impression that the pass line is around the top. I'm not sure what's given me that impression, but it seems that that's the place to be.
Well, it's with your right side tires on the dotted line through the corner seems to be the best, and I still have the standings up on the screen, so let's solve that little issue. Haven't done it in 3 weeks, so it's bound to happen sooner or later.
I'm guessing this setup, guys, right now it's really loose because I'm seeing a lot of guys doing the 4-wheel slide, the bobble off the corners.
That was the one thing that they were saying about this setup, especially when you worn all the goodie off the tires. The back end definitely starts to walk a little on you.
That can be a really dangerous combination when you're up here next to the wall. It's kind of like at Darlington. There's very little room for error, and whether you're loose or tight, you're going to have a bad time.
True story. And with the competition line being up as high close to the wall as you are, you're going to have to go underneath somebody to make a pass or hope that they bobble. So track position might be at a premium tonight.
I'm going to say, I'm just watching, flipping through the field, watching some of these cars as they go around. They're twitchy, and I think that's exactly right. You're going to have to be patient, Tony, and I think you're going to have to wait for the car in front of you to make a mistake.
Well, right now we're watching the battle shape up for 11th place between Steve Gauthier, Jonathan Medeiros, and Michael Jeans. And
Black's around.
Red Black Jr. No caution though.
Yellow.
There's the caution. Let's
That's
see
a very
what.
lucky break for him. Looks like he missed the wall, missed everything else.
Let's see what did take place there. Just getting it down onto the apron and doing a little landscaping is. I believe he may have banged that splitter up pretty good, bouncing it back up onto the track there. Let's back it up one more time and see if he had any help. Coming through the 3-4 complex now. You can see the 12 directly in front of him. takes it down onto the apron, and then straddles it, and that's where he gets in trouble. With 4 tires on the apron, you're fine. If you try to go through the tri-oval with only 2 on there, you're basically begging for trouble at that point.
Yeah, I'm looking at his car, guys. There's a little bit of damage on the right rear. I don't know if that was pre-existing, but other than that, the car looks fine.
It probably was pre-existing because it didn't look like he was close enough to anybody to get any damage. So that looked like just getting on the apron, getting loose situation. I don't think there was any contact involved with anybody.
And here's something we don't see often in this league. Just about everybody bringing it down pit road.
Yeah, everybody using that pit lane strategy very early tonight, and I'm wondering if that's because of the way Kansas is. It does have an effect on those tires out there, and they just want to get those changed as quickly as possible.
I'm thinking so. So with the entire field coming down pit road, that's going to hand the lead of the race over to one of our unofficial teammates, Mr. Cody Eldred, who apparently Cody's mom said he could become anything, so he decided to become a pace car. Either that or he's channeling his inner Tony Stewart.
Knowing Cody, I'm going with the former.
Channeling his inner Tony Stewart.
No,
right.
I was going with his mom said he could be anything.
But Cody would actually agree to that as well.
True story. So it looks like Ronnie Osmer winning the battle off pit road. David Bigger staying out with Cody to sit in second. So Eldred, Bigger, Osmer, Smithley, Ryan, Maines, Cool, Gauthier, Williamson, and Pelletier are your top 10. One of the things I did notice earlier is another person running a special paint scheme tonight is the 84 Jonathan Medeiros. Now normally we see him in the red and black Blackadder Motorsports car. Tonight running more like a fuchsia.
Very stylish, actually. I really like the way that the yellow and the fuchsia both kind of pop off the black.
Speaking of special paint schemes, Layla, you actually have one in the works right now for your super late model.
Woohoo!
Actually, no, regular pavement late model, I'm sorry.
Cool, I'll have something to drive tonight.
It's not going to be done for tonight.
Cool, I'll have something to drive next week.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Cody Eldred actually brought it down pit road.
He did. So getting that 1 bonus point to lead a lap, the all-important bonus point to move forward in the chase. David Bigger now stays out running the In-N-Out Burgers car.
And that's going to be a problem for David Bigger because he's got a very fresh, tired, plaid Ronnie Osmer right behind him. And I've got a feeling that David Bigger, as heroic as he might feel staying out there, he might just get eaten alive on this restart.
No, he's taking it down pit road now, so...
Oh, fair enough then.
So, yeah,
Now he's in and out.
Yeah, now he's in and out. But he get your hate mail coming, folks. It's Miss Layla Wilson, P.O. Box OU 812, Glen Helen, California, P.O. Box 8675309.
Oh man, I
thought it was Van Halen, California.
What did I say? Glen Helen? No, Van Halen, California. Sorry.
Well, pretty soon I'm going to be living in Washington, so all this hate mail is just going to disappear.
No, it won't. If you're moving to Washington. Oh, Washington State. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Wrong Washington. No, I wouldn't move to that Washington.
He's almost moving north with the Canadians, eh?
That's right.
Sam, that was a horrible Canadian accent.
Oh, it was perfect. Don't you discourage him. I like that. So we're getting ready to go green here. Ronnie Osmer is going to be leading him down.
It's a Canadian English accent.
I like it. Garrett Smithley there on the outside. Now, we saw him make a little bit of contact when they came to the green and make quite a save in front of the field. So hopefully he doesn't have to do that again. But yeah, the car he made contact with is the number 1 car, which is right behind him. So that's one thing to keep an eye on here.
And Osmer holding him back again. Pulls the trigger just a tick early. And everybody starts to scatter.
Oh, look at Garrett Maines on the outside getting a run already.
Garrett Main's getting a run, and Garrett Smithley jumping down early to try to get into the draft. Sideways, and did he save it? Did he save it?
He saved it.
Nice.
He did save it. So a little dirt track action.
I believe Garrett Smithley is another one of the pros, isn't he?
I'm not 100% certain.
I think he might be, guys. Let me check.
Well, he certainly saved it like one if he isn't.
I never know where to look on these cars, these particular cars. Oh!
We got one in the fence. There's a little contact between the 23 and looks like the 004.
That's who it was. And Brent Cool pancakes the side of that car.
And yes, Garrett Smithley is one of the pros.
Yes, he is a NASCAR Xfinity driver driving the number 40.
Fair enough.
So we've got a little bit of damage here on the right side of the 004. I'm just taking a peek here. Looks like it's only on the front end, so he'll probably be okay as long as he can stay in the draft. I mean, this isn't as much of a draft track as Talladega, but hopefully that doesn't hurt him too much because he was running up towards the front.
So Jonathan DeKoischer in the wars already. That's going to prove interesting for later. See if he can get that repaired in the next round of pit stops, or if he's going to burn a fast repair too early.
I tell you who I'm watching right now, guys, who's running a nice smooth line, is Ryan McPhail.
Not DeKoischer, sorry, Brent Cool.
He seems like he's just kind of cruising, saving tires, and he's looking pretty fast.
He's in a good spot, too, because he's not too far back, so he's not going to lose sight of leaders. And we got one spinning on the inside back straightaway.
That would be the Dollar General 16 of Lisa Ryan. Let's go back, take a look at what happened there.
She was second, I believe.
She
got
was.
one spinning on the front straightaway, too.
Oh, we have Frenchie.
So it looks like Lisa just got a little loose through the middle of turns 1 and 2. And on the transition coming off the banking, just looped it. And luckily did not hit anything. And then we're going to go...
Spins today, fortunately. Nobody's tearing their cars up.
Well, Frenchie's rear bumper is already caved in when the caution comes out.
We have another car spinning under caution, guys. The 23 of Garrett Smithley again, and he just kept it off the wall.
He has been having a very rough day.
You know, with these, with the setups, the way they are, you either, you know, if you like your cars tight, then you're going to have a really miserable day here. If you like your cars a little bit looser, then you might be a little bit faster.
Okay,
And,
so Smithley spun it when... Yeah, Smithley spun it because he was not paying attention and almost ran over Garrett Maines.
That could do it.
On these big tracks, it can be kind of easy to get tunnel vision under caution. You're checking your boxes. Hey, I don't want tires. Hey, I want full fuel. And while you're doing that, you don't see that the field is stopped in front of you. It's really easy to lose track of that.
And looks like everybody's coming down pit road again. So we've got damage on the 19, damage on the 114.
Looks like Dustin Ping and Butch Frazier stayed out, guys.
They did. We also have damage on the 004, the 23. So you got to wonder if anybody's going to burn a fast repair as the 23 goes just skating through his own pit box.
The big question about the two stayed out is, are they doing it for points, or are they actually going to try and go for a strategy here? I mean, if a quick caution comes out, they might come out okay.
I believe Dustin Ping might be.
Yeah, that's something he's tried several times this season with mixed success, is you know, not pitting when the leaders pit to get the track position, and it's bit him a few times, but it's helped him a few times as well.
And with track position playing the role it's playing today, as you guys were mentioning, it's really, 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 really hard to pass here. And so if you start out up front, maybe 2-3 guys get by you, but you're still going to be in 4th instead of 17th. That might be a pretty decent strategy call.
Yes, and Ping rocking another specialty paint scheme for the month of October as well.
And the reason why I mentioned Jonathan DeKoischer earlier is because I actually had him in mind. I actually got him mixed up with Brent Cole, but The reason why I wanted to mention Jonathan DeQuicher is that he actually didn't take the start tonight for some reason. So he's our first retirement of the night, if you could call it that.
No, just did not start.
Yeah.
So working lap 17 of 100, we're going to have a handful of laps to go. Approximately a 6-lap shootout to the first segment.
That's why he's staying out. Actually, good strategy. I'll take that one.
Yeah, he wants to get that all-important stage win.
And he isn't the only one who's trying that. I'm curious to see what the 555 is going to have for the rest of the field. I haven't seen much from him yet. I've mostly been watching other cars on the track, so that'll kind of be a wild card.
Well, the thing is with Butch Frazier, and we've seen this time and time again, he tries to keep his nose clean as best as possible, and it's kind of Cody Eldred-esque when you're later in the race going, where the hell did Butch just come from? He's running top 5.
Oh yeah, that is definitely what I aspire to do as well. So hopefully this works out well for those two taking tires up there. My main concern is with how loose these cars are and how quick the tires seem to go away, that the start could be a little messy.
The thing I see about Butch Frazier is that he does get a lot of good runs. He's another one of those guys that gets really good runs, and you don't know where he's come from, but he's up there anyway. Just like Johnny Antonucci in the ISL.
Yeah.
True story.
Gets up there without anybody noticing, and then all of a sudden gets caught in somebody else's dumpster fire. He's one of those guys.
So you might see Sam Cooper Bennett.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, kind of.
We'll see you up front, and then every time.
Race car to the face.
Yeah.
Speaking of race cars to the face, pace cars getting ready to pull off.
Nice.
Wow.
Best segue ever.
Oh, bad start for Butch out there. Looks like he spun the tires a little bit. He's getting a shove from, it looks like the 1 car as they come down towards turn 1.
As they're almost 3 wide, luckily Ronnie Osmer able to throw a slide job in there.
Poor Butch, he's still trying to get that thing going. As you can see, he's just getting freight trained on the bottom right now.
Oh, and we have 1 car down on the inside.
Oh, it's the 23 again.
I wondered if he's doing it on purpose.
No, I think he got a hip check from Ray Black.
Whoa,
who now
that's
spins
a save.
and saves it.
These guys make this look easy.
You're not wrong. Business is about to pick up at the front of the field as Ronnie Osmer right on the back bumper of Dustin Ping right now. Osmer to the high side. Ping running that lower line. It's going to be interesting to see how they can get through turn 1.
Look at the 1 car. He's going to try and make this a 3-car battle.
Yeah, Garrett Main's almost making it 3 wide, but thinking better of it.
Got Williamson kind of lurking back there. He did get a little loose coming off too, so it's going to take him a while to get back up in this.
Ronnie Osmer actually trying to make that outside line actually, well, prove that it's working, and he's doing a good job so far.
And Garrett Main's going with him.
Main's is on fire. He is just flying right now.
Gets a little bit twitchy coming through the tri-oval, though.
Yeah.
And throws the slider on Osmer. Osmer crosses him over, coming off of 2. Down the backstretch, they come side by side. Main's edging out, able to keep it wound up on the high side.
Not too many laps till this segment's over either.
It'll be 3 to go this time across the stripe.
I was fishing for that number, thank you.
Main's, Osmer, Ping, Williamson, Gauthier, your top 5. Basically throw a blanket over the top 4, though.
I was getting ready to say Main's is starting to drive away from this, but Osmer gets a heck of a run coming off of 2. He'll probably be sucked right up on him here as they go into 3.
Oh, and pit road is closed, guys, for this segment. Pit road is closed.
So 2 to go.
Osmer's really trying to make something happen. About a groove and a half lower than Main's right now, especially in 3 and 4. He's not quite going as low in 1 and 2, but you'll see him kind of dip down just a little bit lower.
Gets the run coming off of 2, though.
good momentum. We'll see if he can hold on to that going into 3.
It's going to bomb it into 3, go way down to the apron. This has bad idea written all over it. Osmer has to check up, and Maines is going to cross the line. We're waiting for the caution to come out.
I think this is 1 to go, guys. This is the last lap of the segment.
So Ping, with 17 laps on his tires, still holding on for 3rd, getting a run on Osmer, though, and holding off Williamson. So maybe the rest of the field might be taking notice here that you can get the old tires to hang in.
I would guess that they probably equalize. After you wear that goodie off the tires, those first 5 or 6 laps, my guess is that they probably equalize out pretty evenly.
So if you can hang with the front runners on old tires, you'll be fine.
And that's the competition caution.
And there is the competition caution. Garrett Maines, let's bring the standings up here. Garrett Maines able to come home with the segment win. Ronnie Osmer holding on for 2nd. Ping, Williamson, McPhail, Gauthier, DeLay, Smithley, Ryan, and Butch Frazier able to hang on for 10th. So good on you, Butch.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I had to step away for a second. Tonight's Heartburn is being brought to you by homemade lasagna. So
Fun!
Ah, yes. Yeah. Homemade lasagna.
But yeah, good for Butch to hold on to that top 10. It was actually being really pushed hard by Jonathan Medeiros further back in the field. Frenchie, after his spin earlier, he's recovered back up to 14th, but not by much. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting race so far. One guy I've got to point out, and he started further back in the field in this race, is Andy DeLay. He's slowly creeping his way up there. So he's having a good night tonight as well.
Yes, he is. And the other thing I'd like to point out, and I believe it's the first time we've ever broadcast an RTFT race where this has happened. The competition caution has just come out, and every car that started the race is still on the lead lap.
Cue applause.
Yeah. And everybody that started the race is still running the race.
True story.
I see Cody's trying to get some extra points there. That was the only car who did not come down pit road.
Well, I believe Cody, especially in this series, adopts your pit strategy, Layla, where
yep.
he'll stay out when pits first open, let everybody else go down pit road, and then he'll come out or come in on the second time around, so that he can go to the tail end of the field and make an attempt to stay out of the aforementioned dumpster fires.
Yeah, and with a car like this, on a track like this, we're not running in packs like in the Indy cars, so you have a little bit more leeway when a wreck happens. You're not going to have the race car in your face. It will be several feet ahead of your face and perhaps give you time to move your face out of the way.
So we have a bit of a disagreement going on between the two pros in the field.
Is it in chat right now?
It's in text chat.
Oh.
Yep. And that was the incident that we were talking about earlier. I think all 4 of us saw it when the 23 got together with the 07. It actually started coming out of turn 2. And they got together. They were 3 wide. The 23 saved it. And in order to save it, ended up coming up the track into the 07. In the middle of 3 and 4, 07 got sideways, saved it. And there's been sort of a debate going on since then.
I believe that's the polite way to put that.
Yeah, and it's between our pros as well, so that's an interesting altercation.
Well, the 23 is almost just wrecked again under caution. 16 was warming his tires. Just a really rough day for Garrett Smithley. Ended up almost getting warmed right into.
Yeah.
Some days you just don't want to get out of bed.
Don't get me wrong, Lisa Ryan's no slouch. She knows how to race, but she's... I will say she's a bit lacking somewhere in situational awareness, as from what I've witnessed in the past few races.
Wait, that's another lady?
Yes.
We gotta throw down. It's gotta happen. I mean, she'd probably kick my ass, but, you know.
Well, I believe and I know somebody's going to correct me if I am wrong here, but I believe she won last night's AM Series race.
Nice. It's good to know I'm not alone, in all seriousness.
We have another female in RTFT as well called
Melissa Liguri.
Very cool. I love to hear that.
She's another very capable driver, and she's won a few. Actually, I think she's in the chase for the AM Series.
She is. So lights go out on the pace car as Garrett Main's going to bring him back to green. Ronnie Osmer, Dalton Williamson, Dustin Ping, Lisa Ryan, Garrett Smithley, Andy DeLay, Ryan McPhail, Jonathan Medeiros, and Brent Kuhl rounding out your top 10.
It's a pretty stacked field, and I would say that's most of the top 10 we've had since the start of the race.
It is. There's a few newer names for those of you who've been following the series since our first broadcast. And Dalton Williamson, I believe, finished quite high last night in the AM race. Lisa Ryan, good to see her back with the league. Garrett Smithley, good to see him back with the league. And Ryan McPhail making another start with the league, so good to see Ryan back running with us.
So Maines was really fast on that last segment. Let's see if he can capitalize on his track position here as we get ready to go green. And they're wrecking.
Okay.
That looked like the Blackadder cars on the back end into it.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Zach Bruce.
It was. It was actually. Let's go back and take a look at that one as soon as I could find Zach. There he is. So here's the start of the race. We're watching him come through the 3-4 complex. Let's see what happened here. No, nobody. He just tried to jump the start, went a little too early. And that's Andy DeLay. Looks like he's spinning off of 4. Let's go to the replay on that one. He's already had some damage to the rear as he gets sideways coming through 3. Catches the apron, can't save it. Gets it sideways and does save it.
We are yellow.
And we have a yellow.
And let's just continue on with this replay and see what happened to Butch Frazier. Gets into the marbles, sideways, back up the track, catches his teammate, catches a Blackadder car, and
David Bigger as well.
David Bigger as well. So we are going to go.
Just skirted through there, didn't he?
We're going to go to the GoPro that's on. Oh wow.
Vomit cam.
No, this is the GoPro that's on Ray Black Jr.'s car. As you saw Frazier coming back up the track. There he is. Bink. And Ray doing a hell of a job not to hit anything else. But, yeah.
That thing's hurt.
Yes, it is.
And I think Ray may have already used his fast repair, guys.
That was
might
my
be
next
really bad news.
Yeah, that's... and I think Steve Gauthier used his already as well, too. So, that may end both drivers' hopes of moving on in the playoffs.
Well, they've definitely lost a lap now each.
I was going to say, Ray Black Jr. still sitting on pit road, so not a good night for some guys here already.
With everything on the line, Frazier towed from what it looks like. Ray Black Jr. still on pit road. I believe he limped that back, but may have twiffed the motor as he got to pit in. Steve Gauthier was able to limp it back around, already got his pit service done. And then it looks like Michael Jeans, Cody Elder, Jonathan Medeiros, Zach Brew, Andy DeLay, and David Bigger all going down pit road. And it looks like Andy DeLay spending some extra time in his pit box to try to get some of that damage fixed without having to burn the fast repair.
And that is a viable strategy, especially when you know you're in a rough race, maybe the car setup isn't so great. and you go, well, the damage isn't that bad. I'm going to try doing it on time. It can save your butt later on in the race. You might be the only one with a fast repair left by that point.
Well, expect to see Delay probably come back down pit road this time to try to get some more repair done. As
we call that pit farming in the industry.
It looks like the team may have tried to bang out that rear bumper, and it looks like he's staying out. So no pit farming for Delay in the 25 tonight.
See Ray Black Jr. back on track. That car definitely looks like it's had a disagreement with one or more solid objects.
And Black is going to be pit farming as he hits the line there. Knowing that he's still under caution and he's going to have to, start at the tail end of the field anyways, you might just as well speed a little bit down pit road.
Just nail the gas. Go 130 down there. There's no real people here.
No, they've changed the way that works. If you're more, if you're more than, I think it's more than 5 over now. They make you come in for a stop and go because they call it excessive speeding.
Gotcha. Yeah, that used to be an EOL only, excessive speeding, but they do change the way these things calculate often. Because as racers, and I'm sure you can all vouch for this, if there's any loophole at all for you to squeeze through, you'll squeeze through it in order to try and win, or at least get one more spot or one more point.
Well, speaking of changing things, a conversation you and I had earlier in the evening, Layla, about heat races. Did you happen to see the release video today for the Rallycross that's coming out?
Yeah.
Did you happen to read some of the text that they put on there?
I did not.
One of the text messages on that video said, with heat races.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I said we're probably going to be using those next season in our league. It'd be pretty cool to see something like that for a few ISL special events.
And it's not just heat races either. It's not just Rallycross. It's actually the official global Rallycross championship.
We actually got the ERC license, which is really cool.
And I just want to put this out there, Layla, that when we do finally get Rallycross,
you want to run the Lotus 49, I know.
One of the Bad Dudes challenges I'm thinking should be the Lotus 49. If a viable thing, just because reasons.
Leave it to Tony to already. The tracks haven't even been announced yet. Leave it to Tony to be thinking of strange cars to put on them.
Actually, they did announce.
Daytona is one of them.
Green.
There we go.
Leads him down. Green flag. Pulling the trigger pretty fast. As a matter of fact, he gets a much better start than the rest of the field.
And we are 3 wide for second already.
That bodes well.
You think? Dustin Ping, the meat and the sandwich. Lisa Ryan having to back out just a tick, taking a long way around. Ronnie Osmer's going to live and let slide job as, I believe that was Smithley? No, that was Ryan Fail?
Yep, McPhail got it in the wall, guys, and then got some help.
Looks like he got a lot of help. So here they are on the replay. Bink, and gets turned by the 004. Almost goes over. And everybody else taking evasive action as he keeps it straight. And then, yeah. So
Frenchie, he's working on twiffing right now.
It wouldn't be the first time that Frenchie's driven a car in that kind of condition.
I mean, he's even driven an Indy car in that condition lately, so.
True story.
Just a lot of cars, and this is what we talked about earlier. The track is one groove. You kind of got to wait for the guy in front of you to screw up. Of course, if he screws up and he's still in that groove, you've got nowhere to go. And as you can see, 3 cars just pile in there into the back of the 12.
From the sounds of it, Frenchie's car is still running.
I was going to say, it's still under power, although I don't know for how much longer.
We see him right now working his way through the 3-4 complex. The field has caught the pace car. He is on the lead lap.
You're not live.
I know I'm not live.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see if this motor twiffs.
Nope, it's still running. He's almost down to his pit box, and he's made it.
I was just thinking, I've heard of birthday bumps, but Jesus, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a difference between a birthday spanking and a birthday just ass kicking. And yeah,
This is a birthday ass kicking.
As Ray Black Jr. back in for some more pit farming. And guess what, kids? Frenchie just burned his fast repair, and we're not even at the halfway point yet. This, I believe, is the earliest we've ever seen Frenchie have to burn his fast repair.
No, I think at Indy he burned one pretty early on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He got caught in that dumpster fire on lap 5. Yeah, you're right.
Which incidentally involved Lisa Ryan. If I remember right.
You know what? I forgot about that. You're right. So, no love lost between the 16 and the 19, I'm assuming.
So we have a couple of damaged cars who right now are staying out, the 004 and the 84. And the 84 goes in the pits, 004 does not.
Well, I think the 004 might be trying to save his fast repair for the second half of the race.
He's going to be... Oh, go ahead.
Did you see the fake pit from Garrett Smithley, though? I think the 84 just got caught out by him.
Yeah. With the damage to the front of the 004, and I'm sure you guys can vouch for this one, too, we've all been in a plate race where it gets bent up a little bit and the car blows up. Now, this isn't a plate race, meaning you have a little more water in the car, it'll last a little longer, but it may still blow up under green flag conditions.
Well, there's normally an opening that you can see in the radiator. I don't see the opening in his radiator. That's how bent that... Oh, there it is. You can just barely make out where that opening is in the grill towards the bottom. So I'm thinking, yeah, he's probably going to have heating issues relatively soon.
Yeah, prolonged green flag run. I don't see that engine lasting long. And I tell you guys, I mean, you guys know this as well as I do. That is the worst feeling in the world, watching those gauges creep higher and higher and higher and start blinking, and you're going, there's nothing I can do about it.
I had that on Sunday when I did that yesterday when I was racing in NIS.
I was about to say, how the hell did you do that in an IndyCar?
I was not present for the IndyCar race. I was hunkering down for a hurricane.
Ah, yes.
Which turned out to be pointless because the power didn't go out until about 10 hours later. So I could have attended the race, but never mind.
Yeah, but you had to sleep for work, so it worked out.
Yeah.
So Garrett Maines, Ronnie Osmer, Dustin Ping, Lisa Ryan, Dalton Williamson, Garrett Smithley, Brent Kuhl, Cody Eldred, Andy DeLay, and Michael Jeans, your top 10 as we get ready to go back to green flag action. Lights are out on the pace car. Field starting to form up 2 by 2. And would like to take this moment to remind everybody that the month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I believe that everybody in this broadcast booth right now can agree that at no time should a man ever raise his hand to a woman in anger.
I don't think anybody should hit anybody.
Well, I mean, there is MMA, and that's kind of fun to watch.
Except in the octagon, and in wrestling, and boxing, and in the pits. You can fight in the pits.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're in the house, no.
Green flag. As my grandfather would say, you should never hit anyone unless they ask for it.
Or if you call Bush and you throw it.
Or if they're going to pay you for it.
Or if they're going to pay you for it, yes.
I say, unless you call Bush and throwing sucker punches.
And we are 3 wide again, kids. It's Smithley making it work through the middle.
He is on a mission. He's had a rough day, and I think he's just had enough of being back in the field.
True story. But
004 car can't keep up, by the way. That's who you see falling back there in the field.
Yes. But getting back to what we were talking about, with October being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I dare say that if I ever see a man raise his hand to a woman in anger, they're going to have me to deal with personally. But for more information on how you can bring awareness to domestic violence awareness, we do ask that you go to themighty.org. The Mighty, all one word.
And as well as domestic violence awareness month, it also is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well. So Hence why Ronnie Osborne's running his car in pink tonight.
True story. And for more information on how you can get involved in breast cancer awareness and how to raise money for that, Smithley eats the wall. Dustin Ping eats one.
Still keeps it going there. But Garrett Smithley, his car is toast.
I believe he's already burned his fast repair too, so it's not going to bode well. Let's go to the replay on that one. Just gets up into the marbles coming off a 2, it looks like. Eats the safer barrier, and then Dustin Ping with nowhere to go. The only good thing is it looked like Ping... The only thing Ping hit was Smithley. So
yeah, that was one hell of a power slide on the apron.
That was the save to end all saves right there for the 11. But for more information on how you can get involved with breast cancer awareness and how to donate money to a worthy cause, we do ask that you go to the American Cancer Foundation, AmericanCancerFoundation.org.
Also in G-Code.
No. I refuse to donate to a quote cause that actually pays its board members in the 6 figures.
Fair enough.
Whereas the American Cancer Foundation, 100% of all money is donated to the ACF goes directly to research.
Looks like Butch Frazier got the lucky dog there. See him going around the pace car.
So Butch Frazier getting the lucky dog. Ronnie Osmer staying out.
Zach Brew running another awareness paint scheme as well.
Yes, he is. He ran one last week. You know what? While I'm thinking of it, let's find... Oh, where is he? Where is he hiding? I know he's here. He's got to be here. He's always here.
And I just want to point out, just 4 laps left in this segment. Got to think that a lot of these guys are, including Ronnie, want that stage win and want those points.
Well, Garrett Maines won the first stage, so yeah, Ronnie will be out looking for a win there. But he's got Michael Jeans on his. He's going to have Michael Jeans on his outside, so that's going to be tough to keep hold of.
So we're going to talk to Ronnie Osmer real quick, talking maybe about a little bit of pit strategy that he's looking at, staying out with 19 laps on his tires right now. Ronnie, are you looking to just get off cycle, or are you trying to see if you can do what Garrett did in segment 1?
Just looking to get the stage points, stage win, because I feel like I can hold everyone off, and then get off strategy with them, because I feel like I had the strongest car.
We did notice that you're also running the breast cancer awareness pink on the car tonight. Is that a cause that's hitting a little close to home, or?
It's thankful to God that it hadn't really been a big effect on my family, but I know a few people in the racing industry that I've raced with. They have family members that have breast cancer.
Well, good on you for bringing awareness to that, and they give a little change a lot on the back of your car. What's that website again?
That is for Ride to Give, and their website's ridetogive.com, or you can check them out on Facebook at Ride to Give.
All right, Ronnie, best of luck to you in the segment. Best of luck to you in the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in a little over an hour.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Thank you.
User was moved out of
bit of retirement news for you guys. Garrett Smithley has now put his car behind the wall.
Well, that answers that question as to whether or not he burned his fast repair earlier, as the lights go out on the pace car.
It was a rough night for him, man. I kind of feel like the momentum was just not swinging his way, and it's really easy to kind of lose focus and lose concentration when you get spun out a couple times. Then you burn your fasty, and then it's like, well, hell, this ain't gonna go right no matter what I do.
So, Osmer, Jeans, Eldred, Blue, Pelletier, Medeiros, Gauthier, Bigger all staying out. Garrett Maines in 9th, Lisa Ryan in 10th. both have hit.
Now, this is as far down as we've seen mains pretty much all evening, so I'm really interested to see how he's going to carve his way back up to the front, or if he's even going to be able to with the way that this track has been behaving.
I've got a feeling he's going to be carving through that field like a hot knife through butter.
He's got to be, right?
But he does have some heavy hitters in front of him.
Yes.
I would gotta think, guys, with just 2 laps until the end of the stage, he should just take it easy on his tires, let things play out the way they will, and he knows he's going to get the lead back in 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah.
Green,
That's
green,
also
green.
a good point.
As Ronnie Osmer holds him down, Lisa Ryan has to check up to stay off of the 57 of Bigger. And you got to think Osmer's got to be a sitting duck right now, as he has the oldest tires on the track.
Yeah, and Michael Jeans obviously is no slouch, so he's going to be looking for that stage win, as well as we go 3 wide for 3rd place.
That's for 4th place, bud.
4th place, okay.
Well, it was 3rd place when it started.
True story. As Zach Brew making some moves, Osmer holding off Michael Jeans right now. Jeans trying to get a run on him as we are on the final lap of the segment. Osmer needing that all-important bonus point set for winning the segment to be able to move on in the playoffs, I believe.
Look at Garrett Maines coming through the field as well. I told you.
I was going to say, look who's up to 5th. Wow.
And
that should be the stage.
That should be the stage right there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there it is. As Ronnie Osmer, Michael Jean, Zach Brew, Francois Pelletier, Garrett Maines up to 5th. Steve Gauthier, Jonathan Medeiros, Lisa Ryan, Dalton Williamson, and Cody Eldred able to hang on for 10th. So it looks like Eldred guessed wrong on the tires, slipping back a little bit as Maines got by him, Lisa Ryan got by him, and Dalton Williamson got by him.
Yeah, he lost a ton of spots on that restart.
So if you do like the action that you see tonight on track, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That does help the cause as far as the Bofa Broadcasting Company.
The other BBC.
The other BBC. And so expect Ronnie Osmer, Michael Jean, Zach Brew, and Frenchie to all bring it down pit side this time.
So if I'm not mistaken, we're coming up on the long segment now, right?
We are coming up on the long segment.
This is where all the strategies are going to start coming out to play, because these first 2, I mean, they're decently lengthy, especially when you discount all the cautions we had, but this one is... Ooh, hello.
Gene's getting into the back of Osmer there. What the hell?
Buy him some dinner first.
True story. Although you might want to wait a couple more months till he actually turns 18.
That's gonna bring Garrett Maines and Lisa Ryan back to the point.
Yeah, and I think this is something they were kind of waiting for. They're like, okay, we'll take our tires at this last caution, then when the competition caution comes, we stay out.
And Butch getting another wave around, so that should... I believe that's going to put Butch Frazier back on the lead lap.
Next it'll be Ray's turn. Right
Ray is 6 laps down, though.
6 down. Whoa, he just laid a bumper to Butch there. I'm not quite sure what that was about.
They're teammates.
Oh, okay, yeah. We have fun here.
Just about.
But the only thing is, I'm looking up in that team chat right now, and you have, in that same team chat, Cody Eldred, David Bigger, Butch Frazier, Frenchie, Garrett Maines, Ray Black Jr., Ronnie Osmer, and Zach Brew, all in the same team chat.
Half the field.
Basically half the field in one TeamSpeak chat. And then you got poor old Andy DeLay, who has Gary Bauer in chat with him.
Is Gary spotting for him?
That's what I was wondering. And then
it's great to have a spotter, you know. I'd never complain about that.
And then you go down to the Blackadder Motorsports channel, and you got Jonathan Medeiros, Michael Jeans, and Steve Gauthier. And then Dustin Ping all by himself for some reason in the admin booth. I have no idea why.
He just towed for some reason?
Dustin Ping?
Yes, he pulled out on the track, stopped, and towed.
Well, that car is screwed up for some reason. I'm thinking maybe the damage didn't get fixed.
That would be it. That would be my guess.
Yeah, they didn't fix the damage on that car.
It sounds like he blew up from what's going on in chat right now. That would be a real tough break, because he drove out of the pits and then...
Twiff.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
You never want to have that twiff.
As soon as he grabbed second gear, the engine... rods go through the side of the block as soon as he grabs second gear. We just watched the replay.
So many times. It's so frustrating. Like, you want to blow up coming into the pits, because at least then you already know you were coming to the pits. You're coming out of the pits, you're like, okay, they fixed the car, let's, get our game face back on and race, and then poof, you're wearing it.
Stop ripping it down pit road.
That might be a fuel call. This is a trick that a lot of us were doing in the ISL, where you pit once, and then you swing back in with one to go, top off on fuel, and you have a little bit more agency over when you pit, as opposed to everyone else kind of being at the mercy of when they came in.
He didn't actually stop in his box.
Yeah, he kind of like wiggled towards it and then drove off.
I believe that was a pass-through.
Ah.
Who did he piss off?
I don't know, but I don't want to piss him off.
Oh, that would be why, because the lights went out on the pace car as soon as he got to his stall.
Huh. The trick with that whole thing is you have to pit very early in order to not get black flag with one to go. So, I mean, if he wasn't going to get black flagged, he didn't have anything to worry about. If he was already screwed anyway. So, I'm not sure if he knows that loophole or not. So
let me ask you guys this. I went grocery shopping today, and I decided for the first time in a long time I was going to pick up some candy. Can somebody explain to me the idea behind, quote, fun size when they're like a quarter of the normal size of the candy bar?
So basically what you're looking at is you got full-size race cars here, right?
Green
and when
flag,
they have a big rack, they get smaller. That's the fun size.
Okay, but what's so fun about a candy bar that's a quarter the size of the original? This isn't fun size.
They usually have those sizes around when it comes to Halloween and things like that, so...
Yeah, I know that, Sam, but what's so fun about...
Because if you're handing them out, you get to watch the kids frown and be sad as we go yellow again.
Oh, that.
I don't know what happened there, but that was
a
Ray Black sitting backwards in the track.
No, we're watching the replay. Oh, he twiffed the motor coming through 1 and 2. And then got caught in his own grease.
That'll do the trick. Today is definitely a day for it. We were talking about at the end of the first segment, hey, the whole field's here, but now it's becoming a race of attrition.
That's something Taylor might want to take a look at. Because let's, if you watch...
sat on the track for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you see him get a little sideways coming through 1 and 2, pedals it, twists the motor, and then watch his hands. He does the Scandinavian flick.
It's almost like he intentionally brought out the caution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he has disconnected, guys, so he is out.
That's both pro drivers out, isn't it?
And unfortunately, that is going to do it for Ray Black's attempt at winning an RTFT championship as well.
And as one of the league
frustration we saw there.
Yeah, as one of the league owners, guys, that that's gotta really gotta sting a little.
Well, now that both the pro drivers are gone and it's rolling
you know what?
10 o'clock, it's time for the rookie announcer to head over to her second job, which is driving really badly. So I'm going to probably head off and go do that, and I'll catch you guys later on. Thanks for having me in the booth.
Well, with any luck, Layla, we'll be doing a second broadcast tonight, depending on when this lets out.
I'll try and put on a show for you.
Yeah.
It's Sprint Cars at Concord, so that should...
Woohoo!
Whew, that should be interesting. Remember, here's the trick for that. Gear it so it tops out real early. Foot to the floor all the way around the track.
I don't have my wheel hooked up because I don't have room on the table that I'm using for my computer stand right now.
For future reference, then. Alright, I'll be catching you guys later on.
Alright, thank you, Layla.
Thanks,
Layla.
Layla.
Awesome getting announced with y'all. See you later on.
Take care, Layla.
See you later.
Disconnected from your channel.
So, I just noticed, as I was watching the replay of Ray Black Jr.'s incident, he was trying to catch the tail end of the field when that happened.
Yeah, I still don't understand why he kept it down on track for so long after doing that, though. That's a bit unprofessional, to say the least. But
Well,
I'm
now
too. Sometimes we've all had incidents where we've wrecked, and for some reason it just does not register, and it won't let us get out of the car that quickly.
If you're running more than one screen and you don't have, if you haven't clicked your mouse on the main screen, it won't let you use the escape key to get out of the car. I've had that happen more than once. So, I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but I'm saying it's a plausible excuse.
yeah. Anyway, back to the race at hand. We've still got Garrett Maines and Lisa Ryan on the front row. We've got Mr. Williamson and Andy DeLay up in 4th place now.
Good to see Andy make a comeback.
Yeah, Brent Cool and
Ronnie Osmer.
Making up the 3rd row. So Ronnie's starting to come back a bit as well.
But I do have bad news for the rest of the field. You have Michael Jeans and Steve Gauthier, 2 Blackadder Motorsports cars that are going to be starting side by side with each other in row number 4.
Yeah, and I don't want to say who's right next to them because I don't want to get kicked in the nuts, so I'm not going to say anything.
Right, but the thing is, the last time we had 2 Blackadder Motorsports cars starting side by side with each other was Mid-Ohio, and we all remember what happened at Mid-Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see Sam get kicked in the nuts.
Say it, say it, say it! Happy birthday to him, happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to him. Sam, who is it?
Coward.
Tony Trapasso. That's who it was.
No. Man, my birthday ain't for another 2 months.
Same.
2 months to the day, actually.
Mine's only a month away. Month and a half away.
Wait, a month and a half, that would be first week in December?
No, November 30th.
Close enough.
All right, guys. So what's your bet on this restart?
Lisa Ryan turns Garrett Maines because reasons. I don't know.
Everybody wrecks out and Butch Fraser wins.
Hey now, I'd almost pay to see that.
As they get underway, oh, Williamson getting them to 2nd. What a restart from him.
Lisa Ryan slightly asleep at the switch, though. And we're 3 wide.
Oh,
good save. That's shuffled Ronnie back, though. I wonder if he was involved in that.
He was.
Yes, he was. Ronnie was the meat in the sandwich there.
Good grief. You can tell it's getting down to crunch time as they are getting chippy as all get out right now.
Yeah, just under 40 to go. We've got 39 laps to go. 38 at the line. We've got Andy DeLay getting loose on the outside in P4.
Yeah, everybody's starting to lose it off of 2. But we have a battle for the lead, guys.
Oh, Cody Eldrick going around. He saves it. What a save. That's
and guys, we
Cody
have
Eldrick
a new leader.
We do. Lisa Ryan up to the point. She's lives a let slide job coming off of turn number 2. Maine's coming back on the high side. I think if Ryan wanted to push the issue, she could have thrown the block on mains. But she could just be testing the waters for something later on in the stint.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's the best strategy, really. I mean, the only lap you want to lead is the one that counts, and I think she just wants to make it that way.
I think she's definitely testing the waters right now.
Yeah, but her running Garrett like she is, that's allowing that third place car to catch him.
True story.
Don't forget Williamson. He's keeping them honest as well. He's right on their tail. So I wouldn't count him out before this race is done.
I mean, all the way around.
Oh, Osmer's around. Osmer's around and the caution's out.
No.
He kept it going though. Didn't hit anything, but he's.
He had help from the 004.
And they got into it about 2 or 3 laps ago, so no love lost between those two.
Let's watch that again.
Great job on Osmer for saving it, but man.
As we're watching him go into turn number 1, this is the replay. You see Osmer in the pink car. Brent Kuhl in the 004. And Osmer tries to throw the block. Kuhl doesn't even bother lifting, just hits him.
I'm going to say that was not giving a little. That was not giving anything on the part of Kuhl.
It looked to me like Ronnie was starting to get loose just before Kuhl hit him, though.
I'm not gonna say you were right, and I'm not gonna say you were wrong, but
I'm going to say I've been watching them the last couple of laps, and the cars are starting to get twitchy off that corner anyway, but they've been saving it. So I don't know if there had been contact, if Ronnie would have been able to gather that up. My guess is probably. But even not, the hit definitely helped.
Yeah, the hit finished the job.
So everybody except for David Bigger taking it down pit road. David Bigger going for that all-important bonus point, but he's already got it from earlier, so I don't know why he stayed out.
Probably to stay out of the dumpster fire, as I'm going to go out on a limb and say Osmer's probably going to have a little bit slower pit stop. 13.7, so wow. He apparently hit the marks perfect. Butch Frazier hitting the marks perfect, going with a 12.9 stop. So
Lisa Ryan winning the race off pit road, though.
Lisa Ryan winning the race off pit road, as she has the best cone to cone time, the entrance cone to exit cone, with a 40.4.
That's quick through pit road.
David Bigger brings us down pit road now, so that's put Ryan and Baines back to the front again. This is going to be an interesting end to the race. If these guys keep going at it like they are, I think it's going to be very interesting.
Well, here's the other thing. How many laps can they go on a tank of fuel?
Doesn't look like they can go many laps, because this is, what, the 3rd time they've all been down pit road now?
Well, let's take a quick look.
My guess is, under green flag conditions, they can probably go about 30 to 35 laps.
So, with 33 to go, we've probably may have seen the money stop.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if we do go green from here, then they can definitely stretch it out from here, but the fuel strategy is out the window. Now it's a trap position strategy, and so you can win that race to the front. And I'm pretty sure our winner tonight is going to be one of these 3 sitting in the front right now, where either Lisa Ryan, Garrett Maines, or Williamson.
Well, the thing is, it's also hard to count out Michael Jeans, because the last time we were at a 1.5 miles, Mike won.
That is true.
So
I'm wondering, guys, we've had a couple of these AM drivers that have been called up and had good runs. I don't think we've had any win it. So I'm wondering if we might not see an...
Pataska. Jeans got called up at Bristol.
Yeah, but have they won their first starts?
Bristol.
No, Jeans didn't win
Or
Bristol.
not Michael. Garrett Maines. I'm sorry. Garrett Maines got called up at Bristol and won.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. I've just looked back. It was actually John DeCoysha that won the AM race last night.
Okay.
Interesting that he decided not to take part tonight, even though he was called up.
Well, he might have just had connection issues, and there's a whole myriad of things that could have happened. As the lights go out on the pace car, Lisa Ryan, Garrett Maines, Michael Jeans, Dalton Williamson, Brett Kuhl, Andy DeLay, Francois Pelletier, Ryan McPhail, Steve Gauthier, and Ronnie Osmer rounding out your top 10.
And good job for Ronnie Osmer for keeping it in the top 10 despite that spin.
True story. Pace car getting ready to duck on in. As Lisa Ryan holds him back, just pulls the trigger just before the green flag comes out. Maines gets a decent run. Michael Jeans on the high side, working on Dalton Williamson right now. Williamson giving plenty of room. Andy DeLay there as well. And Lisa Ryan is out to a half-second lead and starting to gap second-place Garrett Maines right now.
Which is pretty difficult to do at a 1.5 mile track like this one. Doing a really good job out there tonight, and hopefully she can keep hold of it. But I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm touching wood, and I don't think I want to jinx it even more.
And Dalton Williamson is not happy with how that car is handling as he loses another spot to the 19 and the 12 going by him on the high side as well.
Yeah, Dalton Williamson falling back very dramatically through the field. I'm wondering if he's got a problem in his cockpit there, but yeah, that's strange. He came down just like everybody else down pit road, but seems to be falling back pretty badly.
And I don't want to point this out. Yeah, I do want to point it out. You have the 004 and the 55 right behind him. Does Ronnie have a flashback at this point?
I don't know. I imagine if he gets up to his door, he won't give him any room, that's for sure.
And we know Ronnie very well. If he wants to get revenge, he will take it.
Well, he's side by side with him as they go through 1 and 2.
And he passes him clean. That's
still side by side down the back straightaway.
Yeah, you just cannot pass anyone through 1 and 2, guys. You've got to go high. Francois Pelletier just scraped the wall.
Yeah, and he's fighting for position with Ryan McPhail, with Brent Kuhl behind him, and a very hard charging Ronnie Osmer behind him. So it's going to be interesting. Frenchie must have had a problem there because he's fallen back into the hands of Kuhl and Osmer. But he's managed to collect it up again, but it's not safe yet.
Key term is yet.
Yeah.
And while we're watching this, guys, Garrett Maines is starting to just inch ever so slightly back in towards our leader.
Well, the thing is he's trying to reel in Lisa Ryan, but he's got Michael Jeans all over his back bumper.
I'm wondering if Jeans is pushing Maines so they can get closer.
I haven't seen any contact.
And guys, Osmer to the outside of that 004. He's going to clean him, pass him cleanly.
Not the fireworks we were expecting then.
No, not at all. But I'm wondering if Ronnie is just saying, all right, it's time to go.
Ooh, Frenchie getting a little loose off of turn number 2. Osmer's got to check up a little bit.
That's let Kuhl and Gauthier in there.
Oh, and almost 3 wide. Osmer stuck his nose there, but thought better of it.
Absolutely.
Jonathan Medeiros is there as well now, so made that a 5-car battle. Oh,
And
Brent Couloney's taking Jonathan Medeiros with him and Dalton Williamson.
And that motor is twiffed. He's still running. Let's go to the replay. Roll that beautiful bean footage. There
like
may have been help. Wow. What a hit.
Yeah, I think the 19 hip checked him, guys.
Well, let's go to the see what the chopper picked up there. That was a hell of a hit. Oh, man. Here they are coming through the tri-oval. There wasn't a lot of he went up into Pelletier. Pelletier didn't hit him. But the one you got to feel sorry for is
Jonathan Medeiros.
I was going to say Dalton Williamson, who caught a race car to the face. Let's go to the cockpit cam on the 18, and you see everything start to happen in front of him. There goes cool down, back up, and clunk.
Yeah. And while you're reviewing that, Tony, the money stop is happening right now. Everybody's down. Everybody's down pit road.
And I wanted to tell you guys, the 04 is pushing the 18 to pits. I'm not quite sure that's a legal move, is it?
I don't know.
Not in the ISL, it's not, but in this league, maybe.
I have no idea. I'm not on the competition committee here.
Touche.
And here we go.
Ryan McPhail getting up there.
Garrett Main's going to win the battle off pit road. McPhail, Jeans, Osmer, Gauthier. Lisa Ryan looks like she may have some damage.
Ryan McPhail, I'm wondering if he just took 2 tires on that because...
No, that was full stop.
Oh, wow.
He just hit his marks dead nut perfect.
Because with that pit stop, he's actually made up a ton of spots.
He did. Let me give you the rundown of how many here.
And guys, I think Lisa Ryan got caught speeding.
I believe you're right. Because, yeah, that would have been a 15-second penalty.
Yep. So, kind of not what we wanted to see, but...
Hey, it is what it is. So, McPhail picking up 3 spots. Jeans staying where he is. Ronnie Osmer picking up 3. Steve Gauthier picking up 3. David Bigger picking up 5.
There's some big movers out of that pit stop, then.
Francois Pelletier losing 1. Zach Brew gaining 2. Dustin Ping gaining 5. Cody Eldred only taking 2 tires, gaining 2. Andy DeLay losing 6, and Lisa Ryan losing 11 spots.
A lot of big movers, a lot of good moving for the good, but one moving for the really bad, and that was Lisa Ryan, unfortunately.
Very much so.
And like when we were talking with Layla earlier, when you're the worst feeling watching those gauges get hotter and hotter, I think the second worst feeling is late in a race, just ripped off a great pit stop, and you see that black flag pop in the corner of your screen.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times, and that's never a nice feeling.
Well, the good news is, at least for Lisa Ryan, she doesn't have to serve it under green because they popped her for speeding going in.
Yeah, that's true.
As the lights go out on the pace car, Garrett Maines, Michael Jeans, Ryan McPhail, Ronnie Osmer, Steve Gauthier, David Bigger, Francois Pelletier, Cody Eldred, Zach Brew, and Andy DeLay rounding out your top 10.
And let's see what Ryan McPhail can do here. I mean, this is the first time we've seen him up front all race, so...
And a little bit of pit strategy by Dustin Ping, taking it down pit side with 1 to go. So he could possibly cold trickle the field here.
I'm gonna say, if that's what he's trying to plan on doing, I can't see the race control allowing it. But I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen some questionable actions over these races from some of these drivers.
Well, it is what it is. As the field works its way through the 3-4 complex, Maine's going to have control of the field one more time. Look for Michael Jeans to get a pretty decent start. Ryan McPhail hanging back a little bit so we can try to keep an eye on where Garrett Maines is. Outside row number 1, definitely the hardest starting spot in all of iRacing. Maines pulls the trigger, and here we go.
McPhail manages to hold on to second for now, but Jeans is coming fast.
Coming fast and hard as Butch Frazier just coming out of the pits now. Jeans and Osmer both to the low side. Jeans moves up in front of McPhail. Osmer side by side just bombs it into turn number 3, hoping it'll stick.
We have a caution, guys.
And we're back under caution.
Andy Delay. That was Andy Delay that was in that.
Well, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Missing Butch Frazier. That had to have been a first you say it, then you do it moment from driver of the 555.
Actually, no, he got into it with Lisa Ryan, pinning Lisa Ryan to the wall, going back down the track and nearly hitting Butch Frazier. Unfortunate for Lisa Ryan there after serving that penalty as well.
Well, let's see what the chopper picked up on that one. The 18 pinched him. That's what happened. Delay was trying to move to the high side of the 18. The 18 moved up, and unfortunately, Lisa Ryan was already there.
I'm gonna say just a bad spot. Lisa Ryan was the one there that just no place to go.
Well, you know, the thing is, you kind of got a feel for both Lisa and Andy, because Dalton Williamson in the 18 was a lap down, and they were trying to move around him. They were side by side, and it was just poor situational awareness for the driver of the 18.
And Lisa Ryan's night has just gone from bad to terrible.
Well, I don't know if she has if she's used her fast repair. If she hasn't, she might have.
We're about to find out. She just took it. So that should leave her on the lead lap. Going to take 4 tires. Top it off with fuel. Does a John Force burnout coming out of her pit stall.
Looks like Andy Delay just took a fast repair as well, because he's straight back out as well.
He did not take a fast repair. He just he's going to be pit farming, I think, from here on out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that car being competitive in any way, shape, or form.
Oh dear, I can see this restart ending badly. Or very interestingly. Do you see the way Michael Jeans is pushing the back bumper of Garrett Maines? Let the fun begin.
Well, we are going to be 15 to go on the restart. And we've already proven that you can go 15 laps. So the question is, what are the tires going to do? How much fuel is actually in the tank of one of these things? And, you know, it's basically put them up on the dash time and, you know, mine are bigger than yours.
I was just about to say that, Tony.
Great minds think alike, Sam.
Yep.
I've got to think that if Ronnie Osmer can get around this 12 car, he's going to have something for Garrett Maines and Michael Jeans.
Well, don't discount Ronnie Osmer.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, Ronnie Osmer's still there as well, so don't discount him.
Well, that's what he was saying. If Ronnie can get a good restart and clear the 12,
yeah.
You know, this
don't discount Gauthier either. He's there and he's won races already this season. Don't forget. So
he has.
He knows what it takes to win. So don't discount him. And yeah, should be a good restart, this one. There we go. This time.
Nope, 1 to green.
I was about to say, I thought I was live.
I thought I was too. Why are they all stacked up even though it was 2 to green?
Because they are ready to go back to green.
Because reasons, Sam.
Yes.
Because reasons.
Yes. And for those of you who don't get that joke, go ahead and just YouTube the phrase "because reasons," and there's a good explanation as to what the meaning of "because reasons" is.
Yeah, and if you've watched past broadcasts with us, then you'll understand that we use that joke quite often. So, because reasons.
Yeah.
Dalton Williamson going slow on the backstretch. I'm not sure what that's about.
EOL for causing the caution.
That'll do it.
Watch Garrett Maines, the way that he's lining this up, he might go as soon as that pace car twitches.
Yeah, there he goes.
There it is.
Yep.
Everybody going with him, though. I just had a look up through the back, and Lisa Ryan is making moves already. Instantly making it 3 wide as soon as they went green.
Making it 3 wide as soon as they went green. She's now working the outside at Cody Eldred.
She is one hungry young lady right now.
Can you blame her?
Not really.
I'm going to say she's the only driver tonight that's really pulled any type of a lead out, and to have things go the way they have.
Speaking of the lead, we've got Michael Jeans making a move on Garrett Maines for the lead, and Ronnie Osmer's there as well.
Osmer working that second lane.
He's going to lose second.
He's going to lose second, but Osmer working that second lane. Osmer going down to the low side coming through turn 3. Looks like he might be lining up to get a run at Maines. And Lisa Ryan up to 8th already.
David Bigger in the wall. Oh, we got into it with Lisa Ryan. Oh my goodness.
And caution back out as Delay catching another dumpster fire. It was the 84 Medeiros. Let's see why Medeiros was going so slow.
Medeiros was another victim of circumstance. He had nowhere to go because under delay got loose, came back up on the track, and Medeiros...
No. Back your replay up, Sam. Medeiros caught the marbles and arrow push behind Cody Eldred.
Oh, yeah, I got it now.
And then I believe they call that boarding in hockey.
Yeah, that was definitely a board. And Andy Delay just, nowhere to go. Thought he had it cleared and got sandwiched.
That's going to end both of their nights, I'm afraid.
True story. So let me ask you this, because we're only going to have a handful of laps to go here when we do go back to green. If you're Ronnie Osmer, do you gamble on the start, knowing what you've seen out of Garrett Maines all night? Oh!
That was crazy.
The question is, who got popped?
That would be Frenchie, because he ended up having to take it down pit road to avoid those guys.
Well, no, my question is the commitment cone. You have the pit entry cone, but you also have the commitment cone. I think Garrett Maines drove over the commitment cone.
And this is why the ISL have banned fake pitting.
There's quite a few cars that drove over that commitment cone.
Who knows, guys? Frenchie might actually win the race.
Now Frenchie can go and kick you in the nuts.
It's actually a closer drive for Frenchie to go to Ohio than it is for him to borrow Junior's jet and fly to Ireland.
So, do you want to give everybody the address details there for KP?
Yes, you want to go to Paskey Sports. That's P.O. Box 69, Englewood, Ohio, 93212.
Now, I am there only on the
second Tuesday. No. The third Monday of the week or the second Tuesday of the week. Those are the only 2 days he's there. So you got to make sure that you put on there, please deliver on the third Monday of the week or the second Tuesday of the week, because if it's not one of those 2 days, you're not going to find him there.
Nope. No nut kicking on any other day other than those two.
And I would like to point out that Frenchie's not going to need to borrow one of my safety-toed work boots, because he has a pair of rugby cleats that'll work just as well.
Oh, it's a good thing I still have my goalie girdle.
Funny story, I was on the track team in high school, and our lacrosse team used to work out on the field that was at one end of the complex, actually towards the finish line end of the running track. There was a field that we called Turtleback. Well, one of the goalies was screwing around during warm-ups, and he kept throwing the ball over the coach's head. And Beckwith got pissed off and just sidearmed one, and you could hear the thud echo through the complex. And everybody's head turns towards the Turtleback field. As the goalie is still standing, all of a sudden you just watch him faceplant. It was like watching a bad slapstick movie where his hands didn't even go down. His hands were still on his goalie stick, and he just fell forward.
Planked.
Exactly. Because he just caught a 90-plus mile an hour lacrosse ball to the stones.
And his name is Tina now.
You're probably not wrong. How he didn't pop a fig, I have no idea, because he showed us the cup afterwards in the locker room, and it had shattered. And it was one of those the new bike ones that had just come out back in the mid-90s that they were supposed to be extra protective, and it had shattered. You know, one of the ones that's supposed to hang on to a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from a big league pitcher, and here's a 90-mile-an-hour lacrosse ball just shattering it.
Meanwhile, back to the race. Here we go. Pace cars off. Michael Drew pushing the heck out of Garrett Maines as we're underway again.
It's going to be a 6-lap shootout, guys.
Osmer on the high side getting a great start. He's side by side with Jeans right now.
Ryan getting loose. That's going to shuffle her right to the back. Sorry, guys, I just noticed that.
Meanwhile, up in front, Maines, Jeans, and Osmer starting to pull away from Steve Gauthier, who just gets by Ryan McPhail.
Who incidentally is holding up Dustin Ping. Oh, we got a spinner, and that's Zach Brew. Can he keep hold of it? Yes, he can. Well, good save. Meanwhile, up in... Sorry, Tommy.
This battle for the lead is really starting to heat up. You got Osmer and Jeans trying to figure out how to get by Garrett Maines. And without turning him, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Well, we'll have to see. Either way, we're shaping up for a really interesting battle.
As we are going to be 3 to go this next time across the stripe.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got 3 very capable drivers. They know how to win, so this end of the race is going to be very, very either end badly, or it's going to be one of the best finishes we've seen all year.
I believe that was 3 to go at the line, so what, about 4.5 miles left?
True story.
Oh, Dalton Williamson going round. Oh, he saves it as well. My goodness me.
Oh,
Jeans in the wall. Oh, they
both of them. Osmer to the lead.
No caution. 2 to go.
Oh, Osmer was just gifted that lead then.
Jeans into the wall.
Gauthier takes over 3rd place. And he's breathing down the neck of Garrett Maines now. I wonder if Garrett Maines has got some damage there, because Gauthier is all over the back of him now.
All right, guys, to the white flag, 1 to go.
And Osmer 7/10 to the good.
And guys, if you're Ronnie Osmer, you got to think, just keep it straight. These last 2 corners, don't hit anything.
And that's about all you can do at this point, is just not overcook it, not, pussyfoot it, but just don't do anything stupid. And Osmer going to hold on for the win, definitely punching his ticket to the next round of the playoffs. Maines holding on for 2nd, Gauthier for 3rd, Jeans, Ping, Pelletier, McPhail, Eldred, Bigger, and Zach Brew rounding out your top 10.
What a finish.
Oh, man, I'll tell you guys, I've seen a lot of crazy finishes here in iRacing in the real world. I don't think I've ever seen one where the 2 of the top 3 cars...
As we're watching the pass, we're getting ready to watch the pass for the lead right here. And there it is, just gets into the marbles, gets it too high, and Osmer just drives around and drives away. That is the pass for the lead that happened 2 laps ago. As we're now back live as Osmer getting ready to burn him right to the ground. As soon as I can figure out where the hell he is. There he is.
User was moved to your channel.
And joining us for the post-race interview now, Ronnie Osmer, punching your ticket to the next round of the playoffs. How's it feel?
It feels great. Finally got a win in the stock cars against RTFT boys.
This is your first win, isn't it?
In the RTFT, yeah. And it's been a hard fight.
Cheers on you, my friend.
Yeah, great job, man. So I have to ask, Ronnie, what were you thinking when you saw Garrett get up out of the line and just scrape the wall there with 2 to go?
When I saw him scrape the wall, I was like, oh, God, just please don't mess this up. Lift, don't mess this up.
Well, not mess it up, you did. Good on you for getting the win there. The pit strategy paid off for you, and anybody you want to thank right now?
Want to give a shout out to Ride to Give. Everybody can go check him out on Facebook. And shout out to everyone dealing with breast cancer, and this race was for y'all.
All right. So Ronnie Osmer dedicating the race to breast cancer awareness. Again, good on you, Ronnie. And we'll let you get back up into the post-race drivers meeting.
Thank you, guys.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right. So
User was moved to your channel.
Joining us now, the heartbreaker of the night, Mr. Garrett Maines. Most laps led, but had that oops with 3 to go. What happened, Garrett?
Yeah, I looked at the replay. I entered probably 6 inches too hot, and I was probably on the gas a foot too long. I paid the price. I mean, I knew I had nothing for them if they got in front of me. I think you saw the strategy coming to stage 2. I was like, well, I need to pit now, because if not, I'm done. And I wasn't going to run the risk of, getting beat out of pit road or getting the bad starting spot with the people that did pit. So we went along with that strategy. It played out. I mean, everything I needed to happen happened. I just made a mistake at the end and really paid the price for it.
So you caught the marbles going into 3 is what it equates to.
Yeah, pretty much. I went in right on the wall when I should have been. I should have had a little bit more gap. I watched it. If I'd been 3 inches further down, I would not have hit the wall. I was that close. And all I was trying to do was make it to where I got that run on exit, and they wouldn't be able to, if they went into the corner, I'd move down just a little bit, slide up to that groove, and just make sure I kept them boxed in. I was just playing defense. Overall, I was not fast. I just played my cards right and got to the front. The only time I actually even had a chance was stage 1. That move that I made on Ronnie to get to the lead, that was like all I had. That was the bold move to make sure I set myself up for the rest of the night.
Well, for what it's worth, you may not have thought you were fast, but as far as most laps led goes, 56 laps tells me that you were fast for most of the race, sir.
Yeah, I mean, here, honestly, I feel it's track position. I was pretty much playing the cards that they're going to dive bomb, they're going to drive it in deep, slide up in front of me, because I just got finished running Iowa with Can-In before I came in here, and that was my problem. I was going in on the high side instead of going down with them and sliding up, because when you do that, you slide up in a preferred groove, you still get the run, but they didn't get position on you. So I was just trying to play that correctly. Keep my tires on my car until the end. And I don't know if, what's his name, Ronnie was backing off or not at the end. He probably was. But I actually found out what the car could do there at the end. I really had a lot more speed. I was just babying it way too much.
Well, fair enough, Garrett. Still, I believe you're moving on to round 2 of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. I mean, tonight really was just, let's see if we can go win one. I don't think I even have any issues in the points, considering I won the road course. So we're moving on to, I believe it's Daytona next week.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I was looking forward to Sobo. I was like, why'd they change it? But we'll see how it goes. I mean, Talladega and Daytona not my favorites. It kind of gives anybody a chance, but I think we got Texas and Phoenix coming up after that, so I should be pretty close there.
Well, Garrett, it was still an impressive run tonight. Came up just 1 position short, but I'm sure you'll make it up next week, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, and I just want to thank Inlight Medical, CBD Living Water, Pearson Mazda, and SRI for sponsoring me in real life. And I just want to congratulate Ronnie and Michael for a great race. I want to apologize to Michael. I drove it in there trying to continue my position, and I moved up. I think I scared him a little bit. I didn't drive up into his groove, but I got a little close for comfort. I kind of put him in a position to try to avoid me, and it got him in the wall. So just want to apologize for that. But overall, tonight was a great race. I actually enjoyed it.
All right. Well, Garrett, we'll see you next week at Daytona, and we'll let you get back up into the post-race drivers meeting.
Thank you, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, and let's see, where is he? There he is.
Yeah, they're lucky.
And joining us now, the man who comes home with the Hard Charger Award, started in the number 14th spot, coming home on the podium, Mr. Steve Gauthier. Steve, what was going through your mind during those last handful of laps when you were able to get past your teammate?
Well, I was kind of disappointed I was sad for him touching the wall. He was having a great race, Michael, and here, and I was not as fast as he was, but that contact with Garrett was some kind of racing issue you can see on a race track, and I'm kind of happy of him staying in the top 5 anyways, and I'm happy of the position I'm finishing right now.
Well, you did have a heck of a run going. I believe you battled back from a lap down, so congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I had some struggle in the stage 2 with some cars in the back of the field, but I did what I could to stay on track and be safe, and the results were there.
So moving forward, I believe we're at Daytona next week.
Daytona? No, I think it was South Boston.
No, they changed it.
Oh, they changed it. Well, anyway, Daytona is fine for me too.
So I believe the last plate track we ran at, you had another podium finish there, so something to look forward to as well next week.
I'll keep my pace as long as I can, and I'll work hard for the championship, and we'll see what happens next week.
All right, fair enough. Congratulations to you and to the entire Blackadder Motorsports program for coming home with 2 cars in the top 5.
Thank you.
And we will, Steve, we'll see you next week at Daytona.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
User was moved out of your channel.
Well, boys, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Again, Garrett Maines leading the most laps. Ronnie Osmer winning from the pole. Steve Gauthier getting the Hard Charger Award, starting 14th, finishing 3rd. Fastest lap of the race. Anybody want to guess who had it?
Ronnie Osmer.
Nope.
Frenchy.
Nope.
Lisa
Ryan cranked off a 29.993.
And Lisa's got to be the most unluckiest driver out there tonight. I mean, she had such a good race tonight, and it was just that one little mistake on pit road that cost her the race. And yeah, that's gonna bite her for sure.
Well, you can't tell me that Lisa wasn't trying, because that was on lap 96 that she set that lap.
Wow.
So tell me she was not, just trying to haul the mail at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think shortly after she posted that fastest lap, she actually made another mistake and got shuffled to the back of the pack. So,
well, I'm going to go on a limb and say she probably had help for that one.
Yeah, more than likely, but still, I've still got to give her the unlucky racer of the night award, because she had a win there, and that mistake on pit road kind of threw it all away, and I kind of feel bad for her for that.
True story. But Ronnie Osmer getting his first tin top win with the RTFT tonight, and we were there to witness it. One of our phenomenal Evolution Motorsports Racing teammates.
Yeah, and it's pretty great to see. I mean, Ronnie's making good headway in the chase now, and hopefully he can back it up at Daytona next week, which is a pleasant surprise, actually, because I thought we were going to South Boston as well. But
we were supposed to, but I think they thought better of it, because, again, I really was not looking forward to a 3-hour dumpster fire that would have been South Boston, because KP and I can both attest to this, because we've run South Boston in numerous series. There's no place to hide at South Boston. God, no. It's basically like if the Bull Ring at Las Vegas and Bristol Motor Speedway had a bastard child. That's about the best way I can describe South Boston for nobody that's ever been there. You're not quite as high banked as Bristol, but it still is a semi-high banked half-mile short track with walls on both sides of you. And there's no place to run. There's no place to hide. If something happens in front of you, it's going to collect everybody behind you.
Yeah, if you and there's not even really a dedicated pit road entrance to escape into. I think it's more or less a small break in a kind of an apron for maybe 30 or 40 yards.
Right, and that's the thing, especially with the pit road entrance there. it's a reverse funnel. So that's it. It's great for crash car, and that's about it. So,
and let's not forget those big dirt mounds that are on the inside of the field. If you get one wrong move and hit one of those mounds, you're going to be launching into the crowd.
No,
that's a different track.
That's Oxford Plains, my friend.
That's the one. Yeah.
No, this is basically. Sobo's a free track, so if you want to go play on it a little bit later, Sam, I would suggest doing so. But I believe that's going to do it for the RTFT All-Star Racing League. If you folks want to stick around, in approximately 20 minutes, we are going to be going to Concord Speedway for the You Suck Sprint Car Series, hosted by our broadcast partner, the lovely Miss Layla Wilson.
That sounds like fun.
Absolutely. Pavement sprint cars at the shrunken version of Pocono. That's the best way I can describe Concord. It's like somebody took the Pocono International Speedway and shrunk it down to a half mile.
See, I was going to go with Phoenix, really.
No, because there's 3 distinct turns there. It's not really a tri-oval. It's a triangle.
Yeah, I can see that argument.
It's a tricky little triangle.
It's a demonic little triangle if you've ever tried to drive on it. The first time you drive there, I guarantee you're going to hit at least 3 walls.
So, funny story, actually. My only short track win in official is there, and it was in the late models.
Okay, so on behalf of the entire Bofa Broadcasting Company, we will see you in about 20 minutes. On behalf of the RTFT All-Star Racing League, we will see you next Monday night at Daytona. And for those of you who are open wheel fans, I believe Frenchie, Ray Black Jr., and
Robert Hill Jr.
Thank you. Are going to be joining us tomorrow night from the Milwaukee Mile in the IRO5. So that'll be on the other channel, the ISL channel. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment below, and we will send you the link to tomorrow's video if you're not already subscribed to the ISL channel. And on behalf of everybody here, Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett, Mr. Kevin Paskowich, and the lovely, talented Miss Layla Wilson, we will see you in about 20 minutes, folks.
Bye.
Good night.